Hello guys, how you all doing? Happy 2024 to everyone. It's your family here right here. I'm here to talk about our chicken eggs. So the topic for today is gonna be, how do you preserve your egg? Do you wash them before preserving it, or do you preserve it as it is? Some people do wash, some people just don't wash. So now let's talk about it. You see an egg. When this egg is being laid by a chicken, it has a thin cuticle around the eggshell. This thin cuticle protects this egg from any bacteria infection. So now, for those who wash their eggs, what happens is they break up the thin cuticle around the egg and exposes the egg to bacteria. Let's see. Some people like to wash their eggs because look at this one. It's dirty. It's dirty because the chicken stepped on it, or maybe they laid it on their poop, or they stepped on it. So now if you see an egg like this, what should you do? What I do is, because I don't wash my egg, so I just use a dry cloth to scrub this out and just preserve it like that. People usually wash their eggs just to wash away all the bacteria that are around the egg, and in so doing they break the seal and exposes the egg more. For those who like to wash their eggs, once this egg has been washed, they should always refrigerate it immediately it is washed. Now, when it comes to washing the egg, what kind of water do you use? You use warm water to wash your egg. No detergent, just warm water. Some people use vinegar, but warm water is good. Cold water should be avoided because the eggshell is made up of small pores, like small holes. Now when you use cold water, what happens? It expands the pores, and when these pores are expanded, it gives room for bacteria to get into the eggs and contaminate the eggs. So we don't want stuff like that. So depending on what people want, whether you want to wash your eggs or you don't want to wash your eggs, for me, I don't wash my eggs, but I make sure before I cook it, I wash it. Because if you look at this egg like this, you don't know what this is. You don't know what kind of bacteria can be in here. So before I cook it, I wash it. I wash it because if you don't wash it, you don't know what is in here. If you break this egg, you might be lucky you broke it and everything comes out without touching the external surface. But sometimes when you break it, little bit of the egg white will leak around, and if this bag is very dirty, your egg will be contaminated. Whether you are washing your eggs or you're not washing your eggs, make sure you wash them before you cook them. And cooking the egg, those who eat uncooked or have cooked eggs are the ones that are at risk of any infection related to egg. So make sure you always cook your egg well before you eat it. Now if you want to pack an egg, there is a way you pack an egg. You see this section here is a narrow section. It is always facing down. You put it in the crate downward like this. Why do you do this? The top part of this egg has some kind of air sac, air sac. So if you turn it this way, the yolk is heavy and it can break the air sac and cause bacteria from one place to another. So you always make sure you put it with the tip down. If an egg is not washed, it can stay out for about 21 days before refrigerating it. It will be fine. But once this egg is washed, it should be refrigerated. Remember. So what you can do to have very clean eggs like this one, not like this. You see, this is dirty. So one of the things that you can do to make sure your eggs are always clean, you make sure all the wood shavings, you change the wood shavings in their nesting box frequently. You check them and make sure the chickens are not pooping in there. You make sure your coop, the chicken coop, is clean. It has well-aired chicken coop, and the nesting boxes are always clean. Right? When measures like that have been taken, then your eggs will always come out clean like this. You know, the cleaner the better. So we don't want to get into a situation where we are washing eggs to protect it. So we always make sure we have a clean coop and a clean nesting area.